Good evening, ladies and germs.
Oh no. It seems Queen Belladonna has been watching the all-night comedy show again.
I heard that, Wolfington. Heel, boy. Uncle Milton, did you get to watch some television last night? It was a stormy evening, you know.
Yes, my queen. I watched the late-night movie with George Goonie and Clint Eastland. A story of two brothers who parted ways. One went left, the other went right.
Sorry, peeps. It would appear that Uncle Milton believes himself to be the comedian tonight. Speaking of comedy, actor Stephen Hall, who will be introduced on tonight's episode, is, according to our director, Kelly James Barker, one of the funniest comedians he's ever had the pleasure to work with.
My queen, he's also a very good dramatic actor, such as myself.
Well, yes. Let's go ahead and begin tonight's episode. Episode 5 of the Chronicles of Dark Wolf Manor, where we find Mr. Sinclair spilling the beans on some important information in hopes of staying alive.
Now, Baron, you're going to want to hear this, so please, do not kill me. You want to hear this one. She wasn't in college. She was not in college.
Where was she?
Your daughter, Alicia. She was giving birth to your grandson. Yes, you, Baron. You're a grandfather.
Isabel, can I speak to you for a moment?
Yes, Uncle. What can I do for you?
Yes, dear. Go downstairs and see if you can find Alicia for me. If you find her, tell her I need to speak with her, and don't put it off. It's very urgent.
Yes, Uncle. I'll be on my way.
Alicia, Uncle Jebediah would like to speak to you. Now, Alicia!
What?
He says it's urgent.
What do I do now?
Dear brother, why would Uncle Jebediah want to speak to our cousin, Alicia?
Well, probably because last night we learned that Uncle Jebediah's.
Yes? Oh, come on, William. Don't do this to me. What does Uncle Jebediah want? And what does it have to do with our cousin?
Well, remember last year when Alicia was in New York going to school?
Yes?
Turns out she was in New York, but she wasn't going to school.
William, I am going to choke you if you don't finish. What has she done?
We learned last night that Uncle Jebediah is a grandfather.
A grandfather?
Yes. Turns out that while Alicia was in New York, she had a baby. And somewhere out there, we have a new heir to the throne.
Well, I have to admit, I did not see that coming. I mean, how could she have a baby and just leave it? William, she is more cold than what we thought.
Indeed. Yes, Father? Isabel said you wanted to speak with me and it was urgent?
Yes, Alicia, I do need to speak to you, and it's very urgent. You'll be glad to know that I have spared Stephen Sinclair. And you were right. He makes a great snitch. In fact, Alicia, he snitched on you.
On me? Father, what could he have possibly told you about me?
If you deny the charges that he brought against you, then he and I are going to have a talk. And if he's found to be a liar, I'm going to kill him. But Alicia, he told me that when you went to New York to go to school, that's not what you were doing. He told me I'm a grandfather. Alicia, have I got a grandson?
Yes, Father, you have a grandson. But before you say anything else, just let me tell you he is better off with his father and their family.
Better off with them? How could you say that? He's one of us.
He's only half Zeronian, which means there's a 50-50 chance that he doesn't have any powers.
But look at young Stephanie. She's only half Zaronian, and already she possesses the powers and full powers. Could it be, Alicia, that this young male is in my lineage, and you know full well he'll become the king when I'm gone, and he would be king over you? But without him, you could become straight to the throne and the queen.
Yes. Father, those thoughts have crossed my mind.
Where is he at, Alicia?
I have not kept in touch with them. But last I heard, he moved to upstate New York.
And what is his name?
His name is Brandon. Brandon Romay.
No, Alicia, it's not Brandon Romay. It's Brandon Van Kempner. And I don't plan on being here forever. We've got to find that baby. When we leave this planet, we cannot leave one of our own behind.
Father, do what you must, but I don't want to be a part of it. Okay, I want nothing to do with this kid. You're gonna have to hire a nanny or something because I am not helping you. I am not taking care of him. Okay, I don't want anything to do with it. Now, if that's all, I have not had my breakfast yet.
Alicia Van Kempner, I'm ashamed of you. Go, please.
Well, now we know how King Brandon Romay came to be.
Yes, he and young Stephanie were half human and half Zeronian.
They were the only two mixed with human blood. Stephanie's brother and sister, William and Isabel, were full Zeronian.
My. Our family back then was certainly screwed up. Nothing like we are.
Right, Uncle Milton. Well, since the family has received news of the baby, let's join Act 2 as they plan their next move.
Hello, Uncle.
Hello, young Stephanie.
Might Isabel and I come in unannounced?
Yes, come in. Isabel, what might I do for my lovely young nieces?
Uncle, we have heard the news. Are we really going to have a baby in the house?
Yes, Uncle, please tell us.
Yes. But we have to find him first. Isabel, how would you like to take a trip to upstate New York? His name is Brandon Romay. I'm going to send Big Mo with you, and you and he will bring Brandon back.
My uncle, I would be honored to bring him back, the true heir to the throne.
And Uncle, may I go as well? I have always wanted to see upstate New York.
Young Stephanie, I believe this trip would be a little too much for you at this moment.
Of course, Uncle, I understand.
Isabel, tell Big Mo I wish to speak to him. You and he will leave for upstate New York immediately.
Yes, Uncle, right away.
Hello? Benjamin? Amberly? Anyone? Hello?
Excuse me, can I help you?
Alicia Van Kempner. Is that you?
Uncle Edmund!
How are you?
Great, where have you been? We've missed you!
Oh, I've been on a long stint in Vegas and Hollywood, and I must say, dear, I am still in high demand. Where is Amberly?
Oh, Uncle Edmund, you just missed her. She left yesterday for Hamburg.
What a pity.
No, she needed a break.
Oh, I see.
But the family's still here.
Uncle Edmund.
William, how are you?
Great. I thought I recognized that voice. There it is. And this is Stephanie, my youngest sister. Stephanie.
My
Uncle
niece.
Edmund.
Hello.
Oh, how are you, darling? So great to finally meet you.
Good to meet you too. Thank you.
So Stephanie has moved here recently. So you may not know why, but our father passed in a plane crash not too long ago.
My brother, Ambrose? Oh, William, Stephanie, I'm so sorry. I hadn't heard the news.
Uncle Edmund is the youngest brother.
And the most good-looking, if I do say so myself. It's true.
Yes, Uncle. I brought in Big Mo because you wanted to see him, just like you asked me to.
Yes, thank you, Isabel. Mo, by now I'm sure you've heard, I have a grandson. His name is Brandon Romay. He's somewhere in upstate New York. I'm sending Isabel, and I want you to go with her and bring my grandson back to me. But Mo, I don't want anyone hurt, so do it without violence.
But Baron, how can I go bring him back without hurting anyone if they don't want to give him up?
Mo, you're not gonna waltz in and ask for him. You're gonna kidnap him.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think of that.
Don't worry, Uncle. I'll take care of Big Mo.
Please.
And we'll leave immediately. And Uncle, we promise you that we will not leave New York without your grandson.
So, now, Big Mo and Isabel have their orders. Uncle Edmund is home after 10 years. We have a baby in the picture, and last episode, we had a murder. It's official. We have a full-blown soap.
Wolfington, I agree. Well, crap. Well, of course I understood every word. Why wouldn't I?
Because, Uncle Milton, you have not understood a word Cousin Wolfington has said in over 200 years.
Wolfington? What did she say? I didn't understand a word.
Well, now, this is just getting weird. Let's join the final act and see the conclusion of tonight's episode.
Well, while Queen Belladonna speaks her gibberish, I say let's join in and watch the final act and see how tonight's show concludes.
Uncle Jebediah, Mr. Sinclair to see you. Sit down, Sinclair.
Mr. Sinclair, I want to thank you for informing me on my grandson.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes, Sinclair. Because of that information, you're still alive today.
Yes, I am. I like being alive, sir. And with that, I understand the situation. Trust me, I get it. Your family secrets, all of them that I know, they will stay with me, sir.
They better, Sinclair.
Mr. Sinclair, I'm going to hand you your jacket and then send you home. Don't come back until I call for you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you. Sir, I'm assuming that Asher the Smasher, that he's gonna give me a ride home?
Don't assume anything, Sinclair. You know what happens when you assume.
Get the hell out of here.
Yes, sir.
Uncle, I've got somebody else waiting to see you downstairs also. It's your brother, Uncle Edmund.
Edmund? Well, he picked a good time to show up. Okay, William. Tell him to come up.
Right away.
Hello, Jebediah. It's good to see you.
Well, Edmund, it's good to see you. What brings you here?
Can't I just visit my family?
Edmund, it's been 10 years. What brings you here, really?
The truth.
The truth, Edmund.
I'm broken. I need a place to stay, Jebediah.
Edmund, your room's still on the 3rd floor.
Thank you, Jebediah. It's good to be home.
So, Uncle Edmund is home to stay, it appears, after being on the road for several years. Yes, and maybe some evening we can call him up for the show. I have heard he is a Jupiter in the chorus line.
What?
Uncle Milton, do you understand me now?
Yes, Queen Belladonna. I understood every word. I had a fly in my ear that had crossed my wires. What did that mangy furball say?
Well, friends, as you can see, everything is back to normal here. We'll see you again. Until next time, say goodnight, family.